Welcome to Superhero Stories. I am your host, Captain EJ. Today, we'll be exploring the world of Pokemon. All you have to do is close your eyes, get cozy, and listen to the sound of my voice. Captain EJ will be your guide. This story is brought to you by my friend, Mrs. Honeybee. Let's begin. You are walking through a wide-open field. The tall, breezy grass blows against your legs and your fingertips as you walk step by step. A group of Charmanders are playing in the distance. Each one has sparks flying from the tips of their tails as they jump and spin in the air, practicing their battle moves. You keep walking, enjoying the bright sun shining down on you. On the other side, a Blastoise and a Mewtwo are battling each other. Take a big breath in through your nose and out through your mouth as you continue walking. Right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. Then you come to a clearing in the field where a beautiful garden has been grown and tended in the middle of this forest. There is a little white fence around it to protect the soil and the roots below from footsteps. You stop in your tracks, careful to walk around the garden as gently as you can. There are flowers of all kinds, tall and bright, growing toward the sunshine. Closest to you is a small green budding flower, one that has not bloomed yet but will any day now. Touch it gently with your fingertips. It is soft to the touch. Next to it is a group of sunflowers that are taller than you are with their faces looking up to the sun. Take another slow, deep breath in through your nose and smell the sweet fragrance of the sunflowers. Then breathe out through your mouth and continue to explore the garden. What other flowers do you see? Suddenly, the ground rumbles beneath your feet. You look down to see where it's coming from, and it's coming from the beautiful green bud next to the flowers. Stand back to see what's going on. When the ground settles back down, a Bulbasaur is visible above the soil. She was sleeping, tucked into the soil and grass of the garden, and didn't even see you arrive. Bulbasaur is so happy you're here. With each breath Bulbasaur takes, in through her nose and out through her mouth, the seed bud on her back grows ever so slightly. She likes to sit in this garden because it is full of sunshine and helps her bud grow. Bulbasaur walks up to another flower in the garden, a pink, slightly more blooming bud. She pats the soil gently with her claws and then jumps back to where you are, out of the way. Bulbasaur is an expert at using the power from the sun through the seed on her back to give her energy. She wants you to follow her lead so you too can use the power of the sun. Bulbasaur takes a slow, deep breath in through her nose, and you follow her lead. Feel the cool garden air coming in through your nose and filling your lungs with sunshine. Then breathe out through your mouth with Bulbasaur and feel the strength of the sun in each breath. Bulbasaur thinks you've done an excellent job. After a while, the ground rumbles and shakes beneath your feet again. Bulbasaur has a big smile on her face, anticipating that will pop up from the soil from under the bright pink flower bud. It's an Ivysaur. This particular Ivysaur is her best Pokemon friend. They hang out all day and do everything together. Just like Bulbasaur, Ivysaur's favorite thing to do is soak up the sunshine. Ivysaur stands up on her hind legs to be as tall as possible, trying to be taller than you. You and Ivysaur go back to back to see who is taller, and Bulbasaur says that you are, but by just a tiny bit. Ivysaur stands back in the sunshine, taking deep breaths in through her nose and out through her mouth, trying to grow as fast as she can. The budding bloom on her back grows larger as she does with each breath in. She'll be taller than you in no time. Ivysaur uses all her strength to lift herself up on her hind legs with her glowing bloom on her back, and each time she lands back on the ground, it rumbles. That wakes up the other Pokemon in this Pokemon garden. The ground rumbles and shakes even more as two giant Venusaurs unearth themselves, awoken from their slumber, from underneath giant blooms with pink petals. They say hello and are so happy you're here. There is a shade coming over the garden from a nearby tree, so the Venusaurs wake up every day around this time to move the entire garden to where there is more warm sunshine. They call to the other Pokemon hidden in the ground to wake up and start their walk to the other side of the field. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose, walking with the Venusaurs, Ivysaur, and Bulbasaur. Then breathe out through your mouth and feel the sun shining down on your skin. Then lay down in the grass to enjoy the rest of this beautiful day with your Pokemon friends. A group of Digletts who live in the garden soil pop up briefly from their holes to wave to you from the garden. Then they bury themselves back underneath the soil. Out from the grass, standing up along your outline laying down, little Paras Pokemon walk up to you. They look like walking mushrooms that are scurrying around with big crab claws clinking in front of it. Right before your very eyes, the Paras evolve into much bigger Parasect. His big, round, white eyes are kind. He says hello quickly, then runs over to the shade of the tree, next to a little pond in the Pokemon garden, because his mushrooms need that damp environment to grow strong. Another Bulbasaur walks up beside to lay down in the sunshine. He brought you a yellow daisy from the garden. Hold the daisy up to your nose and take another slow, deep breath in through your nose. Your chest expands full of fresh, flowery air. Then breathe out through your mouth and enjoy the rest of this sunny afternoon with Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and the Venusaurs. Today, we'll be exploring the world of Zelda. Let's begin. You are here, standing on the highest peak, looking out over the serene forest of the Kingdom of Hyrule. Take a couple of steps forward until you can see over the edge to all the trees below. There's a river running through it that you can hear even from way up here. Two birds fly by as they soar through the sky. You hold your hands out to your sides as if you could fly too, and let the sun shine down on you, warming your skin. With your face to the sunshine, you feel both of your hands being taken in firm grasps that pull you. Before you know it, you're running right to the edge of the cliff with Link and Princess Zelda, with your hands and your trust in theirs. You three leap off the edge of the cliff into midair. Link's paraglider inflates and carries all three of you effortlessly over the forest. Link and Zelda giggle as you adjust to paragliding. They wanted to surprise you, and that they did. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. Feel your chest and the paraglider lift, carried by the fresh air. Then slowly breathe out through your mouth and sink into a sudden gust of wind that will carry you in soaring circles above Hyrule with Link and Zelda. From up here, you can see everything that's going on in the kingdom below with a bird's eye view. Peace reigns after Ganon was defeated and left to the sea, so everyone in Hyrule is pleasantly going about their day. Enjoy the warm breeze and the sunshine as you glide through the sky, following where the wind takes you. Zelda notices something off in the distance, so Link pulls the paraglider down to direct you toward it. You are flying in the direction of what used to be called Death Mountain, where Ganon had his lair. Since his defeat, the area around the mountain is now full of springtime meadows and flowers. Where there was lava, now there are lily pads floating along the surface of a bubbling brook. You can hear it as Link dips the paraglider down for a gentle landing on the side of the mountain. Standing up tall on your feet, you and Link follow closely behind Zelda, who is walking up the mountain step by step. Right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. The top of the mountain is still singed from where the lava once flowed, and the few red flowers there are crisp, as if they've been burned. Concerned, Zelda reaches down to pick one of the flowers. The roots come up with the flower and leave an opening in the earth. Smoke puffs out of the opening, and when it dissipates, Link and Zelda peek into it. You can clearly see lava beginning to form again. Zelda consults her research notes from her studies of ancient Sheikah technology and confirms her suspicions. This has happened before. Ganon is slowly rematerializing underground and will erupt as an enraged volcano that can take over the entire kingdom instantly if not stopped. Link looks at Zelda, then at you, and stands up a little taller to say, "If anyone can contain Ganon for good and save the kingdom of Hyrule, it's the three of you." He's sure of it. Link then pulls something out of his pocket. Glowing golden in his hands are three Triforces of wisdom, courage, and power. He hands Zelda the Triforce of Wisdom because without her vast knowledge and experience, you wouldn't even have known before anyone else that Hyrule is in danger. He hands you the Triforce of Power because you are endowed with the power to turn ideas into reality, to do whatever you set your mind and heart to. You are so capable that only you will be able to hold the Triforce of Power. He keeps the Triforce of Courage for the bravery he showed defeating Ganon once before. Before you can set out to contain Ganon and save the kingdom, the Triforce needs to be assembled and the wish needs to be made. Standing in a triangle with Link and Zelda, you each hold out one of the Triforces until the greater, assembled Triforce is formed between you. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose and strengthen each and every one of your muscles. Feel the assembled Triforce activate to make you even stronger and more powerful than you ever thought possible. Then slowly breathe out through your mouth and wish with Link and Zelda that Ganon is defeated once and for all, leaving the kingdom of Hyrule to exist peacefully for the rest of time. Zelda's wisdom quickly warns that this rematerialized Ganon is much more powerful than before because he is taking on the force of nature. Just to be safe, she says, in addition to the wish, an experimental elixir is also needed. Zelda has just the idea for what elixir to make. Link prepares the paraglider for you and Zelda to hop on and soar around the kingdom to gather necessary materials for this elixir. You, Link, and Zelda jump off the side of the mountain and into the sky. As you glide, Zelda explains what materials are needed to make what she calls the anti-enduring elixir. This potion will be made with the crucial opposite ingredient as Link's enduring elixir, which calls for tireless frog. Zelda is on the lookout for a very special pond in Hyrule, which is a secret pond that only she knows about. There is only one place in the kingdom that you can find tired frogs that are so exhausted from the ribbiting and hopping that they have made a luxurious pond filled with lily pads that they do nothing but sleep. Zelda is certain that if you combine tired frog with fire key swings and a dash of Endura carrot, the result will be an enduringly sleepy Ganon who will stay perpetually sleeping beneath the grounds of Hyrule evermore. Zelda spots the pond below your feet, and Link pulls the glider to land where each of you will grab one of the ingredients. Your feet sink into the marshy grass as you rush to gather the Endura carrot. You pull it out of the ground by its carrot top and meet Zelda and Link back where you landed. There, Link sets up a cooking station to create the elixir. First, he adds in the fire key swings. It's heat tolerant and will still work underground with the lava that is forming. Then Zelda adds in one of the tired frogs, and lastly, you add the Endura carrot. Link stirs and stirs until the elixir is complete. You all hop back onto the paraglider to get back to Death Mountain as quickly as you can. Paragliding back through the sky over the kingdom of Hyrule, you can see that the smoke and lava forming underneath Death Mountain is growing, which means Ganon is getting stronger and stronger. Behind you, there is a storm rolling in and lightning strikes on either side of you. That is Ganon enacting his rage in the form of storms. None of you expected Ganon to gain so much strength so quickly, so you need to improvise. Luckily, with Link's courage and your power, you will be able to do it. With one hand, Link holds onto the paraglider and pulls the Master Sword out with his other. The lava and smoke are emerging from the ground from that single spot where the flower was picked. If you can cast the Master Sword to that exact opening so it lodges in the ground, it will attract Ganon's own lightning to it and zap the forming volcano. Zelda worries and wonders if that will just make Ganon more powerful. Link then explains that you will coat the anti-enduring elixir around the Master Sword, so when it's stuck in the opening and struck with lightning, it will spread instantly across the ground with the electrical shock and effectively administering the elixir to Ganon no matter where he attempts to rematerialize beneath the earth again. He will be too sleepy from the tired frog and never again muster the energy to torment the kingdom of Hyrule. Now, it's time to act. Link hands you the Master Sword to carry out the last part of the plan, because you are the only one powerful enough with the Triforce of Power. With one hand on the paraglider, you take the Master Sword from him with the other and hold it in your firm grip. Then, with Link's help, You coat the sword with the elixir while Zelda navigates you to the best spot for you to throw the sword and land right in the opening. Hovering for as long as you can in the storm right in front of Death Mountain, you wait for the perfect moment. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose as you pull back the sword for your most powerful throw. Focus your mind on your aim. Then slowly breathe out through your mouth and cast the Master Sword into the opening. It bursts through the air like an arrow and lodges perfectly on target just as lightning strikes. The metal of the sword causes shockwaves to tremble the ground of Hyrule. Then, suddenly, everything goes quiet. The smoke and the lava that was forming immediately dissipates. The storm clouds part to reveal warm, soft sunshine. Link lands the paraglider and you, Link and Zelda walk slowly back up the mountain to investigate. Your wish has come true. Right next to where the Master Sword is lodged in the mountain, a new flower bud is sprouting. Zelda smiles and says the elixir and the plan worked. You saved Hyrule. Now you are sure of the power that lives within you. Good night. Today, we'll be exploring the world of Sonic the Hedgehog. Let's begin. You are standing at the base of a mountain surrounded by a peaceful breeze blowing through the trees, rustling the leaves. Sonic said he will meet you at the tree with his blue Sonic symbol stamped on it. Stroll through the trees, looking carefully at each of the trunks. Brush your hands along the bark as you walk between the trees. How will you find the right tree in this whole forest? You continue wondering and wandering in search of the tree. The leaves crunch beneath your feet and you look down as you walk because there are tree roots growing above the ground. Right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. While you're watching where you step, you bump right into a tree trunk. You take a step back to get a look at the tree. And what are the odds? A blue swirling. Sonic's symbol is on this tree. This is where Sonic will meet you. He's finishing up gathering all the rings and Chaos Emeralds that he can for the next challenge, which is going to be an important one. Off in the distance, you can see a blue flash zooming through the landscape, around trees and over hills. That's Sonic, and he's almost here. He will be here in no time, traveling at Sonic speeds, and you need to be ready as soon as he gets here. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose and tighten each and every muscle in your body. Gather in all of your strength with your breath. Then slowly breathe out through your mouth and let all of your muscles be squishy. Clear your mind of anything besides this adventure so you can have laser focus just like Sonic. The blue flash gets bigger and closer, bigger and closer, until Sonic finally arrives. He stops only for a moment right in front of you to say hello. He is so happy to see you. Sonic has collected 6 of the Chaos Emeralds so far. He could really use your help collecting the last one, which is up at the very top of this mountain. You will also need to find 1 golden ring for this important challenge. You begin to head up the mountain as fast as you can, but Sonic wants to go even faster. Instead, Sonic gives you a supersonic piggyback ride right up the mountain. While he's moving at top speeds, you will then be in charge of looking out for the last Chaos Emerald. When you find it, you and Sonic will have enough power for this challenge. Hop onto Sonic's hedgehog back. Before you know it, Sonic takes off. You now feel the gentle breeze that rustled the leaves as a rushing wind blowing powerfully against your cheeks. You are going faster than you've ever gone before. You both turn into a brilliant flash of blue and scale the mountain with ease. Keep your eyes peeled for the shiny Chaos Gem. Scan the mountainside with your eyes peeled. Since it's green, it might blend in with the green trees along this mountain. Suddenly, something sparkly catches your eye. You focus in to get a closer look. And there it is. There's the last Chaos Emerald shining bright green through the treetop. You alert Sonic, who can now see it. He changes course to zoom right through the trees. You have to make sure to grab it just in time. Get ready. Take another slow, deep breath in through your nose and focus on the shiny gem in the tree. Hold your breath in your chest for a moment as you reach up to grab it. Then slowly breathe out through your mouth and hold the gem in close so you don't drop it since you're going so fast with Sonic. You got the last emerald. Sonic is so happy. He reaches back for a happy high five for excellent teamwork. Now you and Sonic have full power, and once you find the ring, you will be ready for the challenge. You are almost to the top of the mountain. The ring will be somewhere around here on your way up. Keep your eyes peeled and your mind focused while traveling at top speeds with Sonic the Hedgehog. Keep scanning the trees, the sky, and the ground. The ring can be anywhere. Suddenly, Sonic turns to head a different direction. There's the ring, right there. He must have seen it first. He is now heading in that direction faster than the speed of sound. As you come up on it, traveling so fast, you need to reach your hands out to grab it just like you did with the emerald. Get ready. Take another slow, deep breath in through your nose and focus on the ring just up ahead, getting closer and bigger as you approach. Hold your breath in your chest for a moment as you reach up to grab it. Then slowly breathe out through your mouth and hold the ring in close with the gem so you don't drop it since you're going so fast. Sonic gets you all the way to the top of the mountain in no time. You hop back to the ground and adjust to standing still after traveling at such speeds. You're a bit dizzy, but your feet are planted on the ground and Sonic lets you lean on his shoulder until you're steady. As you're leaned over, Sonic looks from side to side as if someone might be listening or peeking around the corner. You look to both sides but don't see anything suspicious around. He leans in and explains what the last, very important challenge in a whispered voice. Dr. Eggman has created an evil contraption that, if successfully powered up, could steal all the smiles right off the happy faces of the world. In an effort to create his evil empire, he first wants to do away with joy and smiles. You are so loving and so kind that Sonic knew you were just the person to help him thwart Dr. Eggman's evil mission. The contraption is just behind that tree over there, at the top of this mountain where Dr. Eggman didn't think anyone would look. But you and Sonic are heroes and always know where to look to spot evil doing. Since you helped Sonic find the last Chaos Emerald and a golden ring of infinite health, you are able to harness the power of supersonic speed. In order to activate it, you have to have a very calm mind, so you can be better focused on your speed. Just then, evil Dr. Eggman appears on the top of the mountain. He was following you just as Sonic suspected, and knows that you intend to thwart his evil plan. He's heading right for you and Sonic, but luckily you are able to move just as fast as Sonic. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. The glowing green power of the Chaos Emerald lights up your chest as it expands with hope for a world full of smiles. Then slowly breathe out through your mouth and activate your new supersonic speed. You and Sonic the Hedgehog take off through the forest, racing Dr. Eggman to his evil contraption. In the nick of time, you are able to grab the contraption in your hands and hold it tight. You are moving so fast with Sonic that you pick up off the ground. Just a little at first, then you begin to soar right beside Sonic. Looking back, you can see Dr. Eggman on the top of the mountain, furious that he was not able to stop you. You and Sonic soar through the sky, passing fluffy white clouds straight into outer space. People looking up into the sky from down below think there are two blue comets shooting through the sky, and they cheer in amazement from below. You are flying through outer space with Sonic the Hedgehog, zooming along the patterns of stars like little racetracks with your bright blue flash. Now that this contraption is as far away from the smiles on Earth as possible, you know joy and happiness are once again safe. You and Sonic have saved the world, and each smile within it. You get as close as you can to the sun, where you release the contraption into the solar system. The sun's rays will burn up the machine and a threat of evil along with it. You and Sonic turn around and head back to Earth. As you land back on the ground and head home after an eventful day, Sonic stops you right before you turn to leave. There is one last part of this challenge. Since you carry the ultimate powers of the emeralds and the golden rings, you carry within you the ability to spread love and kindness to create even more smiles than there were before. You and Sonic pledge to do one nice thing for yourself and for someone else each day, so the smiles on Earth can shine even brighter. Good night. Today, we'll be exploring the world of Pokemon. Let's begin. You, Ash, and Pikachu are enjoying an evening walk through the Kanto forest. The sun is going down in the evening sky, and you can begin to see the stars twinkling in the last bit of sunshine. Pikachu is walking beside you, holding your hand in his yellow paw. He is so little that you have to slow down your typical walking pace so his little legs can keep up. Your footsteps kick up dust from the dirt path you are following. Right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose as you walk slowly. Feel the cool evening air coming in through your nose and expanding your chest. Breathe out through your mouth and enjoy the beautiful surroundings with Pikachu and Ash. Look up into the treetops as you pass by. Two big yellow eyes are looking out of the very top of one leafy tree. It's a friendly owl looking down to you. The owl rustles the leaves to expand her wings out and then soars overhead, flying along the evening breeze. You can hear her owl friends making their sounds in the other trees. Pikachu lets go of your hand to run a creek just up ahead. He hops and prances through the grass and between the trees until he gets to the very edge. You and Ash turn to follow him to the creek, walking through the tall grass that brushes against your legs. Ash takes off his shoes and sits down next to Pikachu on a boulder sticking out of the flowing water, with his feet below the surface. Pikachu is completely submerged in the creek, dunking under the water, then jumping up into the air and splashing. You take off your shoes and put your toes in the cool water. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose and feel your chest fill with fresh air. Then breathe out through your mouth like the flowing water, and walk into the creek until your ankles are submerged. Pikachu hops beside you and giggles as he splashes cool water onto your legs and hands. Bend down to dip your hands into the water and pet Pikachu on the head. Then walk back to the shore and sit with Ash. The sun has set and given way to the moon, which is shining bright. Pikachu continues to splash and play in the water while you and Ash watch from the shore, and the owls hoot and watch from the treetops. Pikachu is finally tired of playing in the water because it has gotten quite dark in the Kanto forest. The moonlight does not shine through the treetops overhead. Pikachu points his paw in the air and from his electric cheek shoots a bolt of electricity that acts as a momentary light bulb for you and Ash. The trees and forest around you light up in the glow, then fade back to darkness and moonlight. Pikachu keeps zapping his electricity to make light bulb after light bulb so he can see his path back to you and Ash. When he gets to your side, with only a couple more steps to go, you take another slow, deep breath in through your nose. And when you breathe out, you feel a light zap on your fingertips. Your big breath in through your nose drew the forest air in toward you, and Pikachu accidentally zapped you with his electricity. He is so sorry and rushes to your side to make sure you're okay. You are perfectly fine and are so strong you hardly felt it. But now your fingertips feel tingly. You hold your hands up to see in the moonlight and they glow a light yellow glow, even in the shady darkness under the trees. Point your fingertips up in the air, take a breath in through your nose, and when you breathe out, electrify the nighttime sky with your fingertips, just like Pikachu. A jolt of electricity shoots out from your fingertips and creates little fireworks. Pikachu gave you his electric powers. That's when Ash hears a low growl coming from the dark water. It's a Poliwrath that likes to come out at night, and he's not very friendly. Ash tries to tell him how nice you all are, but he doesn't believe you. Good thing you have defenses just like Pikachu. You two can battle him together. Poliwrath is swimming quickly toward you, using all of his strength. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose and point your fingertips at the water with Pikachu. When you breathe out, electrify the water to create a barrier around you, Pikachu and Ash, so Poliwrath can't get near you. The water lights up with yours and Pikachu zaps and Poliwrath is scared off. He continues to swim down the creek without bothering you. Without any other disruptions, you, Ash, and Pikachu are able to enjoy the best part of an evening walk through the forest, a campfire. While you and Pikachu were fighting off Poliwrath, Ash was collecting sticks for a fire. You and Pikachu zap the sticks with your electricity and a campfire instantly roars. A plume of gray smoke floats up through the treetops. The owls sit over the fire to feel its warmth up in the tree. Sitting next to Pikachu and Ash, you can feel the warmth of the flames on your cheeks. Take your slowest, deepest breath in yet, and feel the peace and warmth of the fire. Then breathe out through your mouth and relax in front of the campfire with Pikachu and Ash. They are so happy to be here with you and have had so much fun with you. You are getting sleepy since you are so comfortable. Pikachu is too. Ash sees your eyes getting heavier and heavier and begins to tell campfire stories that lull both of you into a relaxing, restful sleep full of wonderful dreams. Today, we'll be exploring the world of Mario. Let's begin. You arrive at the Rainbow Road Track, which is bursting with rainbow colors. Mario and Luigi are so excited to see you. Behind them, Princess Peach, Yoshi, and Toad leave their carts for a moment to come say hi. It takes Toad a little longer to get to you because his legs are a little littler than the others, but once he does, the whole group greets you with a big group hug. They've been preparing your cart and got it all ready for you. Mario holds out his hand in the direction of all the carts and points out yours specifically. It's your absolute favorite color, and where Mario's cart has a big red M, your cart has the first letter of your name in your favorite color and outlined in white. You are so excited to kart race with Mario and his friends. Before you do, you need to focus. Take a big breath in through your nose. Feel the cool air coming in through your nose and imagine it expanding your chest out full of rainbow colors. When you breathe out through your mouth, you breathe out those same bright rainbows of colors and make the whole track even brighter. Now, hop in your colorful cart. You are diagonally right between Mario and Princess Peach. Luigi is in front of Mario and Toad, and then Yoshi is behind Princess Peach. The start signal lowers down over the track and shines a yellow light, which means start your engines. The cart engines are revving and ready to go. Mario looks back at you and gives you a big white thumbs up. Give him a thumbs up back, and then put both hands on the wheel. It is firm to the touch, and you are holding on tight, watching for the green go light to flash up above your head. You switch between looking at the light and looking at the rainbow track. The light, the track, the light, the track. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose and focus your mind. Feel your chest rise. Then breathe out through your mouth and release all that is clogging and worrying your mind with your breath. Just then, the green light flashes and you get going. The carts are moving fast around rainbow curves. There's a shiny golden coin right up ahead, right in the middle of the track. Hold the wheel tight, press the gas pedal all the way down, and aim your cart right for the coin. You got it. The golden coin evaporates once you drive into it and instantly ups your speed. Your cart is karting so quick that you zoom past Mario and Luigi and wave hello and goodbye as you do. Toad and Princess Peach are ahead of you, but you're gaining on Princess Peach. The wind from karting so quickly is blowing against your cheeks and through your hair. You take a moment while racing along a straight, wide part of the track to enjoy all the bright, magnificent colors and feel the coolness of the wind on your face. Take another deep breath in through your nose. feel your chest expand and relax your hands on the cartwheel just a little. You got this. Then breathe out through your mouth and zoom right on past Princess Peach. Toad is just up ahead of you. There's another coin to your side, so you maneuver over to it. That will give you enough speed to pass Toad. Then suddenly, the rainbow colors cut off like someone has flipped a switch, and the entire track that was once so bright is shrouded in darkness, blackness so thick that you can hardly see. What happened? The carts crashed to a halt, one right after the other. Mario walks squeaky invisible steps up to you and grabs your hand with his puffy, soft white glove. Okay, now that he's found you, he gathers Luigi and Princess Peach and Toad. You are all standing in a circle, holding hands so you keep track of each other. Toad's little mushroom hand is in your other hand, and you know that together you will figure this conundrum out. Mario leaves the group for a quick second to rummage through his cart. You hear him tossing and throwing and thrashing things about until he's found what he's looking for. He makes his way halfway back to the group, but stumbles and tumbles and rolls the rest of the way. He bangs right into Luigi like a bowling ball, but when he gets himself turned right side up, he's holding a glowing golden coin. It is so shiny and so bright that it acts like a flashlight. The entire group takes a big breath in through their noses and let out a big sigh of relief through their mouths. This will help you find your way. Holding the coin up and leading the way, Mario leads you out of the track, out through big double doors to the outside where it's just as dark. Then, from a darkened sky above, you hear an evil guffaw, a laugh that you recognize. It's Bowser. He's stolen the sun. Bowser wants to challenge you and Mario to a kart race on his track, Bowser's Castle. That is where he has stolen the sun and is holding it captive, trapped in the top of the castle. Princess Peach, Toad, and Yoshi wish you and Mario good luck, and hand in hand you two are off to the Bowser's Castle track, running through perfect darkness. Mario is leading the way. He has the entire world memorized. When you get to the track, you can see faint outlines of your carts. You're going to have to cart through the dark on this one, it seems. But then Mario pulls out another coin, just as bright, just as shiny, and just for you. He attaches the coin to the front of your cart and does the same for his. These act like headlights. They shine a beam of light up ahead, and that's where you see Bowser sitting in his cart, confident he will win and the world will remain sunless and dim. The start signal shines a dim light to start the engines. Take a big breath in through your nose to focus your mind. You got this. Then breathe out through your mouth just as the start signal flashes a dim green light for you to go, go, go. You zoom through the track, aiming your cart at every coin you see. You've got so many you're faster than Mario. Now you're neck and neck with Bowser, who is just as fast. But look, there's a coin up ahead. Take another breath in through your nose and aim for that coin. Then breathe out through your mouth. And like a turbo speed engine, your breath moves you quicker and quicker. You pass Bowser easily and win the kart race. You run into the castle with Mario right behind you, and there, tucked behind a door with a light bursting from beneath, you find the lonely sun. You and Mario open the door and receive all the lightness and brightness that you're used to. It shines upon you so warmly and gently that you are reminded of all the times you've sat in the sun and felt its warmth on your skin. So thankful, but rushing to get back to work, the sun sails smoothly out of the castle and hangs itself back up in the sky. Princess Peach, Toad, and Yoshi join you in the castle with Mario. You saved the day and won this race. Today, we'll be exploring the world of Sonic the Hedgehog. Let's begin. You are here, where Sonic told you to meet him, on the corner of a busy city street lined with buildings. Cars screech and honk angrily at each other, refusing to slow down to let one another pass. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose to clear your mind of all the chaotic sounds. Slowly breathe out through your mouth and tune everything out but your own thoughts. All of the commotion becomes muffled and you focus on looking for Sonic. He should be here any minute now. Then, at the other end of the street, you see a puff of gray smoke appear as the side of a building crumbles. The cars all swerve, trying to avoid a little blue creature zooming through the city streets so fast that he's destroying everything in his path. There's Sonic. He never stops long enough for you to see his face, but you know it's Sonic because you can see a blue streak flashing up the sides of buildings, up and over lines of cars, even launching into the sky, leaving clouds of blue in his wake. When Sonic finally arrives, he is so happy to see you. He is excited to tell you about something new he's working on. Sonic has mastered going fast. He is the fastest hedgehog the world has ever seen. Now though, he has trouble not going fast. He goes fast everywhere and the world is a blur as he does. All day Sonic has been working on going slow. Together, you and Sonic look back at the destroyed city streets. He needs some help with it. You are just the person Sonic needs right now. With a worried look, he turns around and says that maybe he'll never be able to slow down now that he's learned how to go so fast. He's tried everything and nothing has worked so far. You put your hand on Sonic's blue shoulder and tell him that there's nothing to worry about. If he can learn to go fast, he can learn how to go slow. You remind him of what you know to be true, that we are capable of doing anything we set our minds and hearts out to do. Sonic is reassured and asks what he should do. How does he start going slow? You tell him you use your breath to calm yourself and slow yourself down when you need to. That should work wonders for him. He agrees. Together, you and Sonic take a slow, deep breath in through your nose to slow your minds. Use your belly muscles to breathe all the way out through your mouth, and before you know it, Sonic has grabbed your hand and has taken you for a zoom. Up the building walls, into the sky, over cars that he smashed on his way over to you, and all around the city. The cool breeze blows against your cheeks as you become a flash of blue with Sonic. It's really fun going so fast. When Sonic finally tires himself out, he stops on the soft green grass of a nearby park. You two went so fast that you churned up the grass on your path, and there are piles of dirt where the grass used to be. Sonic even uprooted a tree and toppled the swings. The breath of fresh air energized him so much that he just had to zoom. You giggle and say that's okay. That's the best part of a deep breath. You feel cleansed and light after, as if all your worries weighing you down have melted away with your breath out. Sonic wonders how that will help him slow down if he's so energized and light. You take another slow, deep breath in through your nose to think for a moment. Then slowly breathe out through your mouth as an idea comes to you, fast as a blue flash. You look at Sonic and say, instead of zooming with your legs, you can try zooming with your mind. Sonic looks confused but then tries it. He closes his eyes along with you, surrounded by the peaceful quiet of the birds chirping at the park. Together, you and Sonic take another deep breath in through your noses. Imagine yourselves as blue streaks of lightning flashing around the world. Then slowly breathe out through your mouths. Sonic realized that he didn't take off in a flash. He instead imagined it, and now he doesn't feel exhausted from always going. He jumps up and down, so excited, then goes for a celebratory zoom around the park. Sonic is back in a flash, still excited that he actually was able to zoom only when he felt like it and not as a reflex. He then spots the swings that have been toppled. Sonic has never been able to swing because he's too fast. Once he tried and he launched himself into space. He was able to find a cool asteroid out there, but he would have rather just enjoyed swinging. You and Sonic begin heading toward the swings and you see Sonic get ready to zoom, but you remind him that he can slow down when he wants to. Together, you take a slow, deep breath in through your nose, slowly breathe out through your mouth, and let yourself sink heavy into the soft grass. Then, together, you and Sonic walk over to the swing step by step. Right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. Sonic smiles a happy little smile when you get there without destroying anything. With all of your strength, you and Sonic pick up the swing set so it's right side up. Then, you sit on the swing next to Sonic. You push yourself back to begin swinging and Sonic does the same. A gentle breeze blows you forward and backward, forward and backward. You hardly need to do anything to swing high. You look over and Sonic has his blue snout up in the air, slowly swinging and enjoying the warm sunshine on his face. Together, without a word, you and Sonic take a slow, deep breath in through your nose to swing up and slowly breathe out through your mouth to swing back. You did it. You helped Sonic learn how to slow down when he wants to. Now he can go as fast as lightning or as slow as a cloud. You and Sonic swing higher and faster, then come back down to feel the sand beneath your feet. Sitting on the swings with Sonic, he looks up to the sky, then back at you, then back up to the sky. He then asks, "Have you ever swung to outer space?" You laugh and say that you haven't. Yet. Now it's time to do what you and Sonic do best, which is zoom as fast as lightning. Take another slow, deep breath in through your nose to swing yourself higher and higher. Then slowly breathe out through your mouth and launch into the sky. Then into outer space. You and Sonic enjoy floating through the atmosphere and collecting asteroids on your way back down. Going fast is pretty fun. Today, we'll be exploring the world of Mario. Let's begin. You are standing tall with your feet planted on bricks below. The sky is a cartoonish blue with puffy white clouds surrounding you. Here comes Mario and Luigi in their bright red and green overalls. As they make their way, you notice something shining above your head. Look your face all the way up, stretching the front of your neck. There it is. Now you can see it. It's a shiny gold coin. Reach your arms up high as you can. It is so far above your head that you can't quite grab it. Mario and Luigi see you reaching for the shiny golden coin and scheme up a plan for you to get your coin. Luigi runs up to you and quickly bends down to the floor as if he was a Luigi ladder for Mario to climb. He folds himself up into a square on the red brick ground beside your feet and peeks his eyes up to you to say hello before tucking his face back in. Mario runs from where he is, hops up onto Luigi, using him as a Luigi launching pad and glides up through the air just high enough to grab the coin with one white-gloved hand. He lands with his feet planted into the ground, spins around, and presents you with your very first shiny gold coin. Take a big breath in through your nose. Feel the coolness of the air coming in and imagine your cartoon chest ballooning out farther and farther, even farther than it could ever stretch. When you breathe out through your mouth, your cartoon chest shrinks back, emptied of the refreshing air as you reach out for the golden coin. As soon as you touch the cool metal coin in your fingertips, it disappears, and instead you feel a surge of energy through your entire body. You look down and notice that with this coin came magical powers of bigness. You're now double the size of Mario and Luigi. Each of them find their own coins and join you, becoming gigantic themselves. As giant cartoon versions of yourselves, you, Luigi, and Mario run all around the red brick ground, coming upon bright green warp pipes and bushes. Luigi hops down into a pipe, but he's too gigantic to slide down. He sits there squished and stuck, only fitting up to his belly. You and Mario pull each of Luigi's hands to fish him out of the pipe. 1, 2, 3. You pull him out and he wiggles free. Then he runs in circles so that the magical powers of the coin run out with his energy, and he hops back onto the green tube. He plugs his nose with his gloved hand like he's diving into water, then swirls away down the tube. Luigi's voice echoes from where the pipe left him, deep under the red brick ground. Mario wants to find his own warp pipe to adventure down, and you do too. So together, you run in circles to get your energy from the golden coin out, but you still don't shrink. Try another way. Take a big breath in through your nose with Mario. Hold the air in your chest for a moment. Then, focus on shrinking back to your regular size when you breathe all the way out through your mouth. As you do, you slowly shrink along with your breath in your chest and are now back to regular size. You and Mario run along the bricks, passing green pipes left and right. None of those look interesting enough. That's when you come upon a bright orange warp pipe like neither of you have ever seen before. Mario wonders out loud what is under that warp pipe, which looks like no other. He looks back to shout to Luigi to join you by this pipe that you found. You look back to see Luigi pulling himself out of the green pipe he swirled down. Then he joins you and Mario, curious about the orange pipe. Mario puts a gloved hand on each side of the pipe and lowers his face in it to see what he can see. From inside the pipe, his voice echoes in tin, and he says that he cannot see anything. Mario takes a big breath in through his nose, holds it for a moment in his chest, then breathes out as strong as he can using his belly muscles. He is trying to blow away debris and cobwebs from the entrance of the mystery pipe. He pulls himself out and says that no one has ventured around here in forever, and there's no way to find out what's down there but to go. So, go he will. He hops up brave and tall on top of the orange warp pipe. Then he hops up in the air, closes his eyes tight, and as he lands back on the warp pipe, he swirls around. You can hear him plop down underground with a thud. He shouts up to you and Luigi to come down, and quick. It's amazing down here. Luigi hops up and does the same thing, then plops down underneath and gasps in amazement. What's down there? It's time to find out. Hop up on the warp pipe and stand up tall, with your neck straight and your shoulders down as far away from your ears as possible. Take your slowest, deepest breath in through your nose. As your chest expands out full of fresh air, you begin to swirl and spin. Then, when you breathe out through your mouth, you're sucked through the warp pipe and delivered to the underground wonder world below. Down, it's black like before a game of laser tag starts. Then suddenly, it fills with colors of all the creatures and fun of the deep sea, without being underwater. Down here, everything glows in the dark, and things are in squiggly shapes. There goes a neon pink squiggle. It looks like a cloud or a jellyfish floating through the sky. You can't quite tell. You look over to Mario, whose outline is glowing in bright red, and Luigi, whose outline is glowing in neon green. Then you look down at your own shape and are glowing neon in your favorite color, but only your outline. You, Mario, and Luigi enjoy the rest of the day glowing in this newfound glowing underworld, exploring all the creatures and fun that you can find. That concludes our story. I can't wait to see you again. Captain EJ, over and out.